Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Conversation Series podcast, the podcast where we have a whole lot of different conversations about a whole lot of different topics. This is episode 2 of our Fireside chat kind of series that we've been doing. Another
round of applause.
Another round of applause for who is here again today. Who's here? It would be Hailey Clardy.
I was going to say
my sister Hailey is here with us again. And so part of the Fireside chat is we limit ourselves to 15 minutes to talk about one specific topic. If you guys missed our first one, we were talking about Marvel men.
That was passionate. That was a passion project for me.
While we're not having a conversation at all today about Marvel or Marvel men, we are having the same kind of concept, and Hailey is here with us again today. And we're sitting on the same couch. We are once again in our not in the same PJs.
On a Sunday.
Why
don't you tell them what song you played? On God's Day.
No. We won't do that. But we're sitting on the couch, and we are here, and we're going to talk about...
I'm hydrating.
Hailey's drinking bubbly. Sponsor us. As we are talking, we're going to be talking about travel today. And for Hailey and I, we're going to talk about our favorite trips, where we have been, where we want to go, and what we're going to be doing this year. Okay. So first off, Hailey and I have been traveling since we were young. I mean, 4 and 2 years old. And it was the small things, but we make it a joke that we've been trained by the best. And when I say we've been trained by the best, we're talking about our dad.
That's spicy.
Went on the wrong pipe?
It was cold and it was very busy.
My dad has been working for... in the corporate world for almost 25, 30 years now. So he kind of taught us how to travel. And it wasn't one of those things he pounded into our heads. It's just we've been traveling since we were young. So we kind of just, and he's always been on a trip. So we always just picked things up.
Right.
And we've carried it through.
Right. And
so it's so funny now when we travel, whether it's by ourselves or with other people just kind of look at us. It's efficient. And people are like,
I get stressed not traveling with Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Air travel or just travel?
Air
period?
Travel.
Okay.
Because I remember I traveled with Mom.
Oh, down in New Orleans.
We've done that before. I was by myself on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think. Well, when we went to New York, when it was me, you, Mimi, Paige, and Cam and Mom.
Yeah.
That was a disaster.
Air travel or just getting around?
All the above.
Air travel was fine.
It was fine for the 3 of us.
Yeah, but that didn't apply to... We're not talking about them. We're talking about us.
I've traveled another time with her, and it was very stressful. I can't remember where we were.
So we're going to see if we can rip off places that we've been. Places I remember.
In the country?
It doesn't matter. We did Nassau, Bahamas when we were younger. Mm-hmm. And did Atlantis as a family. Mm-hmm. For God's sakes, we've traveled to the beach every year. That's just a basic trip of ours. Mm-hmm. We have done... we did Hawaii with Dad. We did Oahu and Kauai. Mm-hmm. We've gone overseas. We've done Paris, Athens, Greece, and Santorini, Greece.
You don't have to say Santorini, Greece. They know where. Athens, Georgia.
Yeah. We've done... we've done Seattle. We've done New York.
Yeah. Michigan.
We've done Michigan. We've done Florida.
Yeah.
We just did Jamaica. Mm-hmm. We've done Cancun.
I think that we've pretty much been up and down I've definitely been up and down the eastern seaboard.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But there are some trips now that we want to take. I think the biggest thing that I've learned is that in terms of travel, there is no such thing as over preparation. As over preparation. And I think that people who don't over prepare are sometimes the ones that like, oh, your phone dies and then your alarm doesn't go off and then you're like,
that definitely happened to Dad one time.
That did happen to Dad one time. But I mean, we double check to make sure we have our IDs now. We double check to make sure that we have all of our passports and everything and our boarding passes. Like,
yeah, especially during COVID, like traveling to Jamaica, that was like,
you're welcome.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
I did all of it.
Yes. Yeah, it was funny. There was a girl that came in to get an airbrush, and she was like, I was like, oh, like, what are you getting spray for? She was like, oh, like, I'm going to Cancun, I think. And I was like, oh, okay, like, when do you leave? And she was like, in like an hour. I was stressed. I've never done an airbrush so fast in my life. I was so stressed for her. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, why are you here?
Yeah. It's funny because as I'm planning travel now and people who necessarily have traveled with me and friends who have traveled with me, and I'm like, they're like, okay, what do we need to do? And my other friends are like, no,
she's got it.
Danielle's got it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm a planner to the point where I'm like, okay, here are our hotel options. Here's how we can get to and from. Yeah. Here are our flight options. Like,
I blame you for making me lazy, quite honestly, because I don't have to do anything. Ever.
I don't necessarily think we can put all the blame on me for that one. We can.
I think we will.
Okay. Okay. But so it's just, we learned from somebody who's been doing it his whole working career. So we've learned all these different things that it's hard to put into words because it's just things we do.
Yeah, it's just efficiency. It's just like being like, like when you get to the desk, have all your shit ready.
Yeah.
When you get to TSA, have all your shit ready. Like, just like knowing.
We have TSA pre-check. We have all of these different things now that like help us to skip to the front of the line
every time,
just because of the fact that we are traveling with him or overly prepared or whatever it may be.
There's only one time where he's ever faulted in his traveling, and that was in Greece when we were going from Athens to Santorini.
That was bad.
That was the most stressful thing I've ever encountered.
And it's, Hailey and I are not sitting here and saying that we are perfect travelers because we have had to run through an airport before to make our flight to get there, and it's delayed. That was absolute, guys, here's a fun fact. If you have a work computer, don't try booking flights on your work computer because your work computer has so much security on it that it won't let you do it. Fun fact.
Yeah, especially in a foreign country.
Yeah. So it was stressful, and Hailey and I were like,
let's just leave.
Let's just head back to Paris and we'll head home.
Glad we didn't though, because Santorini was awesome.
Yeah, and we made it there. It just took a little sweating.
In that tiny little plane.
Dad didn't know he didn't know if that was going to freak us out or not, and I was like, I was fine.
Yeah, I didn't.
You felt more.
It didn't bother me. I was in the front.
Yeah.
So that was dope.
Yeah. Yeah, you were sitting by yourself and Dad and I were together. But I think each experience that we have done in terms of travel has offered up something new for us to learn, just in terms of how to travel. And kind of, I love traveling just because of the different cultures and the different experiences and the different views of things. Like going from Paris to Athens to Santorini, those were 3 very different views. Mm-hmm. We went from seeing the Acropolis to white buildings with blue domes and beautiful water.
It was completely different.
Yeah. But it has made us just more efficient. But I think that there are things that, like, because of this, I think I'm more paranoid in certain ways when I travel. That, like, Dad's more relaxed about things, like getting through security and the time through all of that, where I'm like, I want to get there an hour and a half beforehand, and he's like, we'll be fine with an hour. And I'm like, it makes me a little anxious just because I'm like, I want to be prepared for the unknown, and I'm okay sitting in the airport for an extra couple minutes just to make sure.
Right. That we get there.
That we don't miss our flight and we're not stuck in a long security line.
Yeah. You two stress me out whenever we travel.
Is it because we're so much alike and we argue with each other?
Yes. It's like...
Yeah.
Because you both are like... I don't even know how to describe it. Because you're yelling. And I'm like, Danielle, you're stressing me out. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I'm just here.
I'm just here for the ride. Okay, let's do our top 5 places we want to travel to. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1 for me is just in general, like Italy. I really badly want to do Italy. Switzerland for me. Want to go to Switzerland really badly. Iceland. The Aurora Borealis.
You can go up to Michigan and see that shit.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Not truly see it. That's some
fun being cold.
That's no.
What do you think, they're fake? Do you think it's like somebody with some flashlights?
But it's not the same effect. It's not the same effect. Number 4.
How'd you press, bro?
This right here is why we use stress.
What if that was my 13th reason? What if that was my last straw?
Number 4 for me would be Spain. And then number 5, I just really badly want to go eat my way through Texas.
Do you?
I do. Can I make an extra stop down in Dallas?
Yes, so you can really eat your way through Texas.
Go ahead.
I'm surprised you didn't say Australia.
I really want to do...
I just want to run into Chris Hemsworth.
Okay. I really want to do a safari. That'll be my number 5 in Africa.
Thought 5 was Texas.
No. I'll do that next week. Go ahead. Your top 5.
Spain, Italy, I really can't think of anywhere.
You don't want to go to Australia because...
I do want to go to Australia, but the plane ride would suck. Like, suck.
No.
Suck. That would probably be my number 5. 3...
You want to go to London?
I do want to go to London, just so I can practice my accent.
Hailey has a really good British accent.
4, Bora Bora, or like Fiji.
Why didn't I say that?
I don't know. You wanted to go all the cold places. Switzerland would be cool though, but...
I don't necessarily want to go to Switzerland during cold season. I want to go and do the hiking.
I want to go to Amsterdam. That looks cool.
Stay out of the red light division. Oh, you'll hear about that later.
Yeah.
Let's talk about travel we're trying to do this year. It is still early 2021. CDC has just come out and said
you don't have to wear masks if you're
fully vaccinated, which Hailey and I are getting ready to be. Memorial Day, we're going to the beach. I'm going to the beach I'm rented a place for 7 weeks where I'll be at the beach, which will be really nice, and I'm working from there. And then I come back.
I'm going to Ocean Isle for the family beach trip.
Oh yeah, I might be doing that. That's right, but that's still while I'm at my place.
I was talking about myself.
We're trying to figure out Disneyland in September.
They still won't answer me, but I'm getting there.
We're trying to do Disneyland because we so badly, Hailey, we want to go to Avengers Land. We're getting all the Mickey ears and everything like that. But that's what we're trying to do. And I think we'll do a trip with Dad around New Year's again. We can figure out a trip. Start thinking about that. I think that would be really cool. But I'm already planning travel for 2022 too.
I want to go back to Jamaica.
Oh, so sad.
It is. I want to go back.
But yeah, so that is our... Do we have any other trips? I'm trying to think.
None planned.
I'm trying to go to
Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah. in September as well.
We gotta talk about that.
For a festival.
Yeah.
I'm traveling. I'm going to actually start traveling for work towards the end of this year, which will be cool. I'm going to get to go to Arizona, which I've never been to Arizona before.
Right.
So there's travel in the works, but you guys will be taken along with it on my channel and on our socials, but we're just planning it right now, guys. But it's fun.
Yeah.
We love traveling. It's like our favorite thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Yeah. I can't be gone too long for some reason.
No, you freak.
I don't know. Well, last time I knew why I freaked, and then Hawaii, I wanted to get back home to my friends, which was
stupid. Great. This is fantastic. All right, y'all. That was our 15-minute fireside chat, all about our travel and travel experience, and a little bit of tips and tricks from us, and just fun stories and where we've been and where we're going.
Don't be a moron. That's pretty much it.
There you go. That's Traveling 101.
Yeah.
Right there by Hailey Clardy.
That's the title of my memoir. Don't be a moron.
Wow. Okay. But if you guys, yeah, it is. If you guys liked this fireside chat, please share it out so we can keep doing this and keep having these fun conversations. But as always, we will see you guys back here next time. Bye, y'all.